This is Dave at Geutebruck UK, and this is a quick demonstration video to show you how to use the FLTM method, which stands for Fading Long-Term Memory, for managing your G-Scope NVR's recording retention times. As you can see, I'm in G-Set, connected to my G-Scope, and I'm in the media channels section. This is just to show you that I've set up my camera to record permanently at 25 frames a second on full HD resolution. Recording this full HD resolution at 25 images a second is quite a high frame rate, and if I want to retain images from my cameras at this frame rate for 31 days say, then this may impact my storage levels performance. FLTM is a great way to manage my recorded images so that I can keep to my required retention times even if I don't necessarily have the amount of database storage that's required. It helps by gradually shrinking down my recorded images once they reach certain ages that I specify. This is how it's done. In G-Set, under General Settings, I'll go to the Database section. In the Database section, I expand ring buffers and go to the first ring, buffer 1, which is the default ring buffer everything on the G-Scope is set to record to. As you can see, it's already selected in FLTM mode, and the first section I have to configure in this part is my recording level. The recording level is the number of days I want to retain my images for, as set up on my camera's permanent recording settings shown previously. At the moment this is set for 15 days, so it's set to record at 25 frames a second for 15 days. I decide that 15 days isn't necessary for 25 images a second, and I change this to 10. So now my camera is going to record at 25 frames a second, and the images will be stored for 10 days at 25 frames a second. The next section in FLTM is here, FLTMA. This is to set your first shrink mode. So once they get past 10 days old, I can now shrink them down to a lower frame rate. So I'm going to change this frame rate to 10. So now, so far I've configured. My cameras are going to record at 25 frames a second. The database is going to store them for 10 days at 25 frames a second. And then once they're older than 10 days old, it's going to shrink the footage down to 10 frames a second. And now I can either set my days to 31 days and auto delete. So now once they're 31 days it will just delete them, or I can shrink them down further. So in this case I'm going to change the days for 10 frames a second to 20 and untick auto delete, and then activate FLTM-B, and then it gives me the option to shrink them down from 10 frames a second again to just 1. And now I'm going to set auto delete and change the depth to 31 days. I save this setup by sending it to server, and there we go. Just to recap, my cameras are recording at 25 frames a second, and I've set my recording level depth for 10 days. Once the images are older than 10 days, the FLTM will shrink these images down to 10 frames a second until they're 20 days. Once they're older than 20 days old, FLTM-B comes in and it shrinks them down again to 1 image a second. And then once they get past 31 days old, they're deleted. And there we have it. For more information on this or any other features available within G-Core, please feel free to send us over an email to support@geutebruck.co.uk and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.